بس هنبدأ نتكلم على الداو ان هو طالع وكده.
هتطولها في قد ايه؟ Hello everyone, my name is Fatma Ali and today we will be doing the analysis for stock market. Welcome to FX Market Strategy.
Hi guys and welcome to Forex Market Strategy. We're gonna be with you doing a quick market update right here. See what's going on in the market. You can see that was going down a little bit, so we're just gonna update you guys. And please, if you do have any question, go ahead with it. Please let us know if the sound is good.
Cheers, Scotty. Hi, hello. Cheers, Scotty. Pound yen. Okay. Can you please move your video to the top right corner? I think this will hide the prices.
Yeah, right here behind the prices.
Yeah,
Okay.
Hi, hello. Secret box. Hi. Sounds good. Okay, thanks.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks
Robin.
for the comments.
Yeah, thanks. Sound is good. That's great. Also have Mr. Lee here. Sounds good. Mr. Osama also. Okay. So please, guys, if you do have any question.
Please, guys, if you do have any question, share with us in the comments.
Yeah, in the question area right here.
In the question area. Thank you for the advice. Thanks very
Okay, so let's look at what's happening right here. Can we have an update about the VSC market scanner? What's going on now?
Okay, the Australian is weak, New Zealand is weak.
So usually the Australian index and New Zealand index, when both of them are weak, what does it usually indicate? Is the stock market going up or down?
Down.
Yeah, so the stock market
Is
much likely is going down now. So is this a risk on or a risk off mode in the market right now? Is it a risk off? People risk on, they are taking risk. So they would be buying the stock market in Australia and New Zealand. If it's risk off, then it means they're selling the stock market, the equity, Australia and New Zealand. So what we can see from this right now, is it a risk on or a risk off?
A risk on. Off.
Yes,
Oh my
it's
God.
it's a risk off because Australia and New Zealand are both of them weak.
Yeah.
So people don't want to take risk.
Yeah.
When they don't want to take risk, they would be buying CHF and USD because they're a safe haven, and they would be selling the Australian and New Zealand. So right now what we can see, it's the risk off mode in the market, very clear. When we can see Australia, New Zealand, Canadian, three of them. Why is those specific three currencies, as we can see in the VSC market scanner system right here, which is our FX market storage system, you guys can download from our website, okay, with fees. So when we see those three, Australia, New Zealand, Canadian, are weak, okay, why is those specific three? Why not anything else? Why, especially when you see the Australian, New Zealand, Canadian, I would say, you know what, it's possibly the stock market going down, there is a risk off mode, you know, Australian is weak, so, and on the other side, I'm gonna find the CHF, USD are strong. Why Australian, New Zealand, Canadian? Because they are currencies, they're risky currencies, okay, they're commodity currencies. The Australian and New Zealand, both of them are so related to the Chinese economy and the commodities and the products they sell to China, okay? And also Australian is a little bit connected to the gold because they have a lot of mines and stuff. And the Canadian is so much connected to the oil, okay? So when we see the oil going down, it's gonna take the Canadian dollar down with it as an index, okay? So when we see Australian, Canadian, New Zealand, we know those are commodity currencies. They're related to the commodity, to the product, to the goods, okay? So there is a risk. When we see them, they're weak, so the risk of investors, they don't want to take risk right now. So they start selling the Australian and New Zealand, Canadian. It's not good to hold them when there is a risk of mode. Usually they will be buying the dollar and the CHF, okay? So right now there is a risk of mode clear in this market. Okay, so right now we can see the Dow Jones is going down. It's basically because the Australian, New Zealand, Canadian are weak. Would you expect the Australian, New Zealand, Canadian to being weak? Would you expect the Dow Jones is going down or up now?
The Dow Jones down.
Yes.
Down.
So the Dow would be going down right now. So let's look at the Dow so we can actually understand what's going on in the market before we start, right here, Dow. So right now the Dow is going down. This is right here, correct? So we got this. This is a risk on or a risk off this move. So the price, the equity was going up. So investors were taking a risk. Okay, when it starts shutting down risk, so it started going down. So is this down move, risk off? Okay, so the up move is a risk on.
Oh, yeah.
The down move is a risk off. They don't want to take risk, so they start selling their shares and Dow and stuff like this.
Okay.
Is this a reversal or is this a correction?
I think it's a reversal.
For now, for this area only, but when it's a reversal, it means it's gonna have such a big down wave here, and we don't expect this to continue going down for so much. Okay, just after every 8 years, when they get a recession, every 8 years usually there is a recession. Since 2008, they were expecting a recession move or a down move in 2018. But this bull run, it did go to 2020, okay? So we've got this big down move because of the coronavirus in last March, April, okay? And
So you think that's a correction and then...
yes, then the economy start to recover.
Okay.
This correlated to interest rate being very low, okay? Like larger scale purchase assets going on all over the world, like from European Central Bank, from the Feds, so they keep printing money and buying more assets and stuff. So this actually helps the economy to recover fast. Okay, so when we get this situation, usually the stock market will continue being in a bull run, going in an uptrend, strong uptrend for a long time, maybe for one full year. So we'll be in a fundamental look, we'll be looking at for this as a down move correction. Okay, because the big picture, the bank will not stop printing money and buying more assets. So the bank will be helping the economy. Okay. Okay. So the big picture right here, what we can see, this is just a correction. In the daily, every time the price will go up so far from our APCO trading system, which is also available for you guys to download in our website, then you need just a correction. But this just a correction in our like opinion is just a correction. So any drop right here, this will be a good opportunity for a buy with a price action. Okay. So possibly we can get just a small wave to here, maximum I believe. After this one, then another up wave to the upside. Okay, so this we see it as a correction. There was a triple top right here. You can see this one right here, right? This top and this top, right?
Yeah.
So what do we have right here?
3 tops.
Yeah, 3 tops. So triple top. If there was only 2, it would be double top. Okay, but we have 3 tops, so the price will go up here.
Yeah.
Did it break or reject?
It break? No, it rejects.
It rejected, right? So it did try to break again. It did break or reject? Reject, right?
Reject.
It did try to break again. It did reject. So buyers are not willing yet to pay a higher price for this instrument. Okay? No one is willing to buy the Dow Jones at a price above the 31,250 right now. So that's why the price is going down. So what they need to do is the price to go down a little bit, so more buyers will get in and jump in to buy at a lower price. Once there's more buyers in a lower price, then the trend will continue going up.
Yeah.
That's how it works. Okay?
Yeah.
So what we are expecting now is just a reversal from here or from down here. Okay? So we're still bullish in the Dow Jones. We're not gonna change our view, our price in the Dow to be bearish. We're still bullish, but it's a good thing is who's gonna catch the best price, the lowest entry. That's the call. Really good call. Okay.
I think the more they wait, they can enter.
Yeah, you wait with a signal. So when you have a good price action to the upside, then you can buy, because you can't really get it right, the spot on. You can't catch the first last point because you don't know the future.
Yes.
You don't know if it's gonna keep going further down or just like here. Who would buy here? No one for sure would be able to catch the same exact point right here. Okay, unless like a big bank or something, it did cause the move. Okay, so looking at questions right here.
Khalid, good afternoon. Euro and yen dollar.
Hi, Mr. Khalid. It's our pleasure to have you over and all the members. So looking for the analysis of Euro AUD, right? Okay. So what would be expecting right now? The Euro AUD to be going up or down? The AUD is weak. So Euro AUD will be going up or down?
The AUD is weak.
Yes.
So
Euro AUD.
We're going up.
Yes, we'll be going up, right?
Yeah.
And we discussed this one, okay?
Yeah.
We said we expect an up move, but this up move is just a correction, right? So we expected this up move, but this up move only a correction, and we put this in trading view, okay? Actually, we put those 2 levels, and we discussed this Euro New Zealand yesterday. Maybe we still have the same chart because they're very, very correlated to each other. They move the same way, right here. So we have a sell limit here, right?
Yeah.
Why do we have a sell limit here? Because we expect the price to go up, open, activate the sell limit. Then after this, what happened? Go back down. So in this way, we are expecting this one to be a correction Why correction? Because after this up correction wave, we do expect
Expected to go down.
to go further down,
Yeah.
to continue the main trend, which is this one right here. This main trend is down, okay? So if we zoom it like this, and we draw another one here, so what we expect is just a correction to the upside, touches the trend line, just
Yeah.
like this one area right here, okay?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yeah.
Once it touch it, we get the right price action back to the downside, we will continue going down again,
Okay.
okay? So Euro Australian would be the same call. So this one, Euro Australian right here, will be expecting a reversal from this area, right here. This is just a correction wave, that's what we can see, okay?
Yeah.
Then after this, continue to the downside. Why we do expect this one? Because we expect the stock market to continue going up after the correction. The Dow Jones, we discussed the Dow Jones is going down now, this one, right? Here. We discussed this going down now. But
Yeah.
after this down will go up. The time the Dow Jones is gonna start to going back up is gonna make the Australian
Go back up.
go back up with it to be strong, right? At that time the Euro Australian is gonna start going down. Okay?
Mhm.
So this is the wave we are looking at. An up wave followed by a down wave. It depends on how far the Dow Jones is gonna go down. If further it goes down, the higher the Euro Australian is gonna go up, okay? But we don't expect too much. So basically this level or that level right here,
Yeah. Okay.
maximum. Then after this, much likely is gonna come back down.
Maybe it won't even reach.
Yes, it may not even reach if the Dow Jones will just reverse from right now, okay? I have some questions here.
Khalid asks about euro dollar. You said the euro dollar is going up, right?
So Euro Australian, Australian, we finished with this
Euro
one.
Australian, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Musuba.
Musuba, good afternoon. Good afternoon, Mr. Musuba. Which pairs can I trade today? What do you think, Mr. Salman?
So we can, what we should do, we go back and we check our,
I think any dollar with
we can,
like euro dollar, right? Okay.
what we should do, we should go to our VSA market scanner, right? And we'll see what's going on right now. So right now, Australian is really weak and dollar is strong.
Wow.
Dollar is strong, so possibly Australian USD one of the best sells, right?
Yeah.
But as an overall analysis, we do expect this to reverse later on. So if
Okay.
someone is gonna get into this sell, okay, He need to be aware of this just a correction, not a
reverse.
yes, exactly, okay?
Okay.
The second one will be gold is going down right now, okay? Is breaking this one and going down. So it did break the lower of the channel. It may continue going down for a little bit.
Okay.
Can see if we have more questions right here. Mr. Morgan, what's your question?
Why, if risk is off, gold and silver dropping to usually a safe haven?
Yes, that's a very good question, actually. So we have a really good question. It's very good question. I would give a like to this question. So when we have a risk off, you guys, so we're just gonna type it here to make it really easy, okay? So we have risk on,
Risk. Okay.
so which make it green. Well, you know what, we can, okay. We can actually share this. Let's paint.
What exactly are we doing now?
Yeah, so we're just gonna explain this is a risk on,
Just-
okay guys,
Okay.
right here.
We are going to explain what's the difference between risk on and risk off.
Yes, and also the answer of the question. And this would be the risk off.
It doesn't.
So when you have a risk on, so basically investors, they will take a risk or they will not take a risk.
They will take risk.
Yes. And this means buy equity, okay?
Okay.
Like they call it cash market.
Okay.
And they will buy AUD, New Zealand and Canadian, and oil also, okay?
Okay.
When there is a risk off, just have Lamy here.
Lemmy, hello there. Who is Miss Ali? Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
This is Fatma Ali. That's
Yeah.
me. Nice to meet you too.
So when you have a risk off, so investors, they will not, right,
Yeah, will not take the risk.
take risk.
Okay.
So this means they sell AUD, they sell New Zealand, they sell Canadian
And oil.
oil, and they actually buy USD and CHF and JPY. Okay. Yeah, so we're good with this one. Right now, the gold, usually, so gold is affected by mainly three things. Mainly,
Which are?
yes, we're gonna discuss them right now. Okay. Can we ask the audience what are those three things? Can we ask them?
Okay, does anyone knows what are these three things? Does anyone knows?
Dollar, yes.
Okay.
So Mr. Morgan said
Dollar.
dollar. So that's pretty cool. That's number one. So number one will be the dollar. We're gonna put it right here.
You are typing the new spot. Is this right?
No, on the other side, yeah, no problem. Just having this as dollar. So I'm gonna just- okay. What's the second thing?
World instability.
Yes. Fear. World instability. Yes, fear. That's really good.
Strength of dollar. Okay.
Yes.
Um,
Gold demand.
Iran.
So we're just gonna type everything
Yes.
we get here.
Okay.
So number two we heard. So let's say
Word.
oh yeah, we'll be here. You guys got to know what we mean. Number three, and there was demand. Okay, number four. What else? We're gonna get all of them. Okay, then we can discuss.
Okay, the strength of the dollar rising.
War is equal to
Is equal to world stability, you think, right?
yes, exactly. Yeah. So you guys in the same page. Employment rate.
Okay.
Employment, which country? The gold is global. When we say employment, is it worldwide? If it's worldwide, then it's part of instability, global instability, right?
Yeah.
Okay, gold demand, we got this one.
Yeah.
What else? So far we got three things.
Okay, that one.
Okay, what else, guys?
So guys, any suggestions? What do you think? What about
Yes, interest rate. Okay, that's a very good one. Right on.
fear of
So we're gonna get number 4, interest rate. What else comes with interest rate?
And so another
I can add this one. Inflation. Okay. There's something really important that it's gonna, it has to do with the interest rate. Okay, it has to do with the interest rate, but it's the yields. Okay, which is connected to the interest rate. Okay. Anything else? We discussed demand. Also, we can say supply. Let's say the mines had to shut down because of the coronavirus. So the supply will decrease. So the gold price will go up. So it's also demand and supply. Okay? Okay. This demand and supply can be from the manufacturers themselves or the miners, or they can be a central bank selling its inventory of the gold. So that will be extra supply. When many central banks are selling gold at the same time, then this will be extra supply to the market. So it may drop the gold price. Okay? Okay. So right now we understand there's many things do affect the gold, not only the US dollar. Because the gold is weighted, or we say gold against USD. So there is inverse relationship, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So this relationship is inverse. We got this one right here. Yes. Stock market sell-off. This also potential. This also go, it's a little bit, world instability equal here, I would say equal wars, equal tension, equal disease or virus, all that stuff. Okay, so we understand when you sell your stock, you would be buying apples or orange? No, you will go and buy gold, right? When you sell your stock, you have to keep the value of your money. Okay?
These are more than 3.
There is 8 major ones right here. Okay. Is there anything else to be added?
Mostly USA and Canada.
Yes, USA and Canadian employments. Yeah, it's we can put this in the world. This will be in also reflected in the overall global health of the economy. Okay, which what can say it? Who can say it? Overall economy. This will be reflecting a lot of things, okay? So when the USD is usually going up, the gold will be going down because the relationship is
opposite.
opposite, yeah.